little something new. We're gonna try something like a challenge. Since I've already been high before and Natalie has not.
I've gotten really drunk and tried weed and just got sick. And so I've never just gotten high.
So since I've gotten high and she has not, this is a Natalie and Tara. I challenge you, Natalie, to get high.
She's such a good influence on me.
We're gonna get out of these ridiculous costumes.
I kind of like mine.
And make some brownies. No, change.
Fine.
As we said in that ridiculous intro we just did, we are going to make pot brownies today because Natalie has never been high before.
Yep.
I have, she hasn't, so therefore it's still a try at that point. Or do.
Yeah. We're trying. Perfect.
So I bought box brownies because we're not gonna bake.
We're also lazy as fuck.
I don't want to add on top of everything, like doing from scratch brownies, which we don't normally ever.
Because I've also never made brownies from scratch. We can save that for another video.
We're not making brownies from scratch. Okay, so we got a box, and for our marijuana THC portion, we got pot butter to put into the recipe.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
It's butter that's been infused with THC, so.
Doesn't even look like butter.
Well, no, it's pot butter.
Oh, that's gross.
And I'm just going to adjust the recipe a little bit to accommodate the butter. So if you're trying to make pot brownies, I'm not saying you should do that, especially if you're in a state that it's illegal to consume or own or sell marijuana. I'm just saying, here's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting the oil portion of the recipe on the box in half and putting in the butter instead.
See, this actually is proof that legalizing marijuana is a bad idea. Because I've gone my entire life never getting high because it's illegal. But now it's not illegal.
It's not gonna hurt you.
I am a stickler for the rules.
Oh God, she is. Okay, let's make some brownies.
I'm just going to keep downing this water because I was told I have to.
You may or may not know about the changes in the laws in California, which is why we're able to do this, technically. You can now, own marijuana? You can have marijuana for personal use.
Yes, it's now legal to use marijuana for recreational use in the state of California. However, they haven't figured out all the rules around it being able to be sold. So it's still there's like a limbo right now where you can't sell marijuana. You can purchase it, you can use it, you can't drive and use it, and there's all these other rules. But they haven't figured out how.
If you're the fucking moron who drives while smoking marijuana, you're just you're an idiot. Just stop.
She feels very strongly.
Very strongly about it. It's like drinking and driving. Don't
Yes.
drink a beer and drive. That's just stupid.
Yes.
We're cutting all of this purr right here. Alright. Stir.
You must whip it. Kitty!
Oh, you're so brave. Water. Third a cup of oil per the recipe.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it.
I'm gonna go melt this down. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna continue to stir. So whip it into shape. Going forward. Tattoo detected. I don't know.
What?
I used to think
That is not the word.
I used to think it's a tattoo detected.
What scenario is there like a machine that's detecting this tattoo?
No, like your parents found out you got a tattoo and you're getting
And
whipped.
then go tattoo detected.
Yeah, and you're getting whipped. Yeah, I thought it was a punishment song.
Wow, that explains many things to me, Natalie.
Oh, it stinks.
Melted the butter, put that in. So we should tell you that this is actually going to be a 2-part episode. You are not actually going to see Natalie getting high in this episode. This is more about us making the pot brownies and discussing pot brownie related information.
This is a boring video already then.
Because our second part is going to be an amazing DIY, our first DIY. So come back for the second part later. It smells like crap, it smells like pot.
Which stinks.
Should I like this?
Oh, it's got raw egg in it, but...
The pot flavor is actually not very strong at all. Back in the day when I was in college, wow, I really should tell this story. Back in the day when we were making pot brownies, ourselves from scratch without the benefit of pot butter, we would make pot butter ourselves. and people would leave the leaves in the pot brownies because they're stupid, and it would taste absolutely disgusting, which is probably a good thing so you don't overeat the brownies. But when I started figuring out how to make really good pot brownies, not this recipe, different thing entirely, people would overeat the brownies because they were so delicious and get way too high.
Like when you do watermelon vodka balls, that just don't taste like, they're just popping them, it just tastes like watermelon, and then
So like you
soak watermelon overnight in vodka, and then you ball it. Yeah, you just eat that, and you just don't even taste it.
I've never had this watermelon ball situation.
Oh, you should.
That's the next video. That's the next video.
This pan seems awfully.
Seems huge,
too
doesn't
big.
it?
Okay, they're gonna be thin. I'm gonna eat 12.
No, you eat one of 12.
I like brownies.
We should have bought extra brownie mix.
We should have made plain brownies too for me to munch on.
You have Cheetos or chips or Doritos or something.
Doritos.
Alright, so we're gonna throw these bad boys in the oven for 20, 30 minutes, whatever the box said, I have no idea. And then we will come back, taste test, let you know how it turned out. And Natalie, get your mind blown.
Wow.
Lame. So it's been about 25 minutes, the brownies are done cooking. We're gonna cut them into 10 pieces because of the dosing that I did. Natalie, would you like to cut?
I will cut.
Yes. So what I did was 1 ounce of the THC butter, which has got approximately like 113 milligrams of THC. For your first time or for like a normal dose, 10 milligrams is what you want for the dose. Otherwise things can get really intense and you forget that you went and saw a movie or that you bought a ticket or even what the movie's about, and the next thing you know you wake up with a giant tub of popcorn in your lap that's been completely eaten. So
popcorn.
Dosing is super important. I want popcorn. Dosing is super important. So 10 slices of brownie, and that will be 10 milligrams-ish for our adventure.
Ooh.
Brownie.
What do you want, Tara?
I'll take
a piece.
that one. And because we're giant Colbert fans, we're gonna have a little bit of American Dream on top.
All right, let's give this a go.
Taste test.
It still doesn't smell fantastic, but
We're definitely potting that.
yeah, it kind of just makes the brownies taste dirty.
Like a dirty hippie?
Well, I just meant like it tastes like there's dirt in it.
I mean, it's pretty good actually for a pot brownie. Like, I've
I don't
definitely
know.
had worse.
The brownie's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, didn't have stinky stuff in it, it'd be fantastic.
When I go Duck and Heinz, these are actually really good brownies. If you want a good brownie, Duck and Heinz extra thick and fudgy dark chocolate fudge brownies. These are good. Like really good, even with the pot stuff in it.
The bites with ice cream are fantastic. I'm done. It was a race, I win.
We weren't racing.
They're always racing.
No, we're not. We're eating it. How did you make eating a brownie with ice cream a race?
Everything's a race if I finish first.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise I wasn't racing.
Yeah,
I have nothing to compare it to.
But as a brownie.
Yeah, as a brownie. I mean, I wouldn't go back for seconds as a brownie.
Right.
Like,
if that's just how it tastes.
and that's just what a brownie
But
tastes
for,
like.
For a thing that you're like, I know there's stinky icky wicky in there.
It depends. Depends on how I enjoy this experience. I may just go, no, it was definitely not worth the
Worst flavor.
semi-good brownie.
Delicious brownies into our
Consume.
belly. Generally, this is going to take about 30 minutes to an hour for it to set in. So, we have combined 2 videos. Part 2 will be coming out pretty soon. If you liked watching us bake brownies and be ridiculous together, please like and subscribe. It really does help support our channel. And if you have any ideas for things you would like us to try, or do, or DIY, or go, comment box below. Let's stick to the legal things, please. That's it. I'm Tara.
And I'm Natalie.
And we're about to get really
I'm worried about smiling and probably a brownie in my teeth. So whip it into shape. Tattoo detected.
It's not too late.
It's not too late for that kid. He's got a tattoo. He's smoking pot. You gotta whip that kid in his shame.
This is going after the end of this episode.